Hello, good morning, students. Let us start the third chapter of Political Science, class 9th. That is electoral politics. That is electoral politics. The word itself is saying something about the chapter. What it is saying? It is saying about the elections. It is saying about the election procedure in our country. So, why elections are required in a democracy? We had already seen in the first chapter of the class 9th what is democracy and why democracy. In that, the main feature of the democracy is that democracy is a such form of government where people have a right to choose their government. And the question is that how can they choose the government? They choose their government through the process of elections. So it means in a democratic setup of the government, the most important thing is the conduction of the election. Because it is not possible for the people to govern themselves directly in a democratic setup. So elections are held after a regular interval of time, and you know that in India elections are conducted after 5 years. Now thing is that why are elections needed? Why are elections needed? Yes, that is the most important question. Why it is needed? Because nowadays we all know that our country, you know very well, ours is the second largest population wise, it is the second largest country in the world. So this huge population cannot hold the meetings and take a decision regarding the working of the government. All the people cannot directly involve in the process of decision making. That is why they are choosing their electing their own representatives, so that these representative can make the law for the nation. Second thing is that representatives means these elected leaders cannot be selected on the basis of age and experience. Such representatives may not rule according to the wish of the people. It is only through elections people can elect their representatives so that they can work on the wish of the people. And therefore elections are yes, obviously. That is why in a country like India, because India is a democratic country, so we need elections. So during elections, voters choose the people who could make rules for them or laws for them. They also choose a specific party also. Sometimes you know that during the election time, every political party in India is giving the party ticket to the contestants to fight the election. So they also choose a specific party which may govern the country according to its principles. It is only the voters who decide the people, and the party which form the governments through the process of election. And I told you earlier also, the chapter starts with the Vidhan Sabha elections in Haryana. And that time when the election was conducted in Haryana, it was in the year 1857. That time ruling party was the Congress party and Lok Dal under the leadership of Chaudhry Devi Lal. They were trying to get the power, to come in power or to rule the Haryana. When the elections were conducted from 90 seats, Devi Lal's party Lok Dal got 76 seats, and then they formed the government and they start fulfilling the promises which they had made for the people. After that, means that story was telling something about that ki in a democracy no political party can rule for a longer time. For a longer time, whenever the elections are conducted, instead of one ruling party, some other party could also get the chance to rule over there. It means after 5 years the governments are changing as well as the rulers are also changing. I think this is clear to you. Now let us continue. It is very, very difficult for the government to conduct the fair and free elections. Sometimes election may not be fair. For example, in China. You know that China is having only one single political party, and the other than that party, if any other contestant contest the election, they are supposed to take the approval from the Chinese Communist Party. So in that sense, so we cannot say that these elections are conducted in China in a fair, free manner. Okay? So every citizen above a certain age, in India what is the certain age? Yes, that's true, 18 years, should have the right to vote, and every vote should have one value. There should be more than one party, and parties and the peoples should be free to contest election. There should be no kind of foundation. Election should be conducted after a regular interval of time. And if we talk about the in terms of India, so in India we have all the three levels of election after 5 years. A candidate preferred by the people should be elected. Yes, obviously, जनता जिसे चाहेगी वही तो इलेक्शन जीतेगा. And more importantly, election should be held in a fair, free manner, and people should have the right to choose their own candidates. They should not cast their vote under the pressure. Is it clear? Yeah. Now we will see the election system in India. What is actually the election system in India? So in India, the Lok Sabha elections are held at the national level. And while the state assembly election, which is also known as the Vidhan Sabha election, are held at the state level. The elected members of Lok Sabha as well as of the Vidhan Sabha are held regularly after 5 years. This is actually the first important point. And now we will see about the different types of elections. As you know that I told you in Zoom class also, we have three type of elections. We have three type of elections. General elections for assembly and Lok Sabha, they are called as general elections. They are held after completing the time period of 5 years. ठीक है, मीन्स एक गवर्नमेंट जब अपना पीरियड पूरा कर लेती है, द पीरियड ऑफ 5 years, and then the election commission conduct the election, they are known as general election. They are actually known as general elections, called general elections. These are the elections which are conducted after 5 years. And sometimes what happens when the election take place for one constituency to fulfill the vacancy created by the death or by the resignation of any member, that is known as by-election. That is known as by-election. अब थोड़ा सा आप ये समझो, जो जनरल इलेक्शंस होते हैं ना, जनरल इलेक्शंस फॉर लोकसभा और विधानसभा, ठीक है, they are conducted after completing 5 years. They complete their full time period of 5 years. But sometimes in a particular constituency seats, the seat is vacant. The seat is vacant due to the death of that leader. Maybe means that one Mr. Sharma is actually the leader of this constituency seat, and after the death the seat is vacant. Or if this is Sharma ji and he resigns from this constituency seat. He resigns from this constituency seat and that is why also the seat is vacant. इन्होंने तो रेजिग्नेशन दे दिया, इन्होंने क्या दे दिया, रेजिग्नेशन दे दिया. अब ये रेजिग्नेशन देने के बाद में जो सीट खाली बची है इस पे भी क्या होते हैं, इलेक्शंस होते हैं. एंड दीज इलेक्शंस आर नोन एज बाई इलेक्शन. दे आर नोन एज बाई इलेक्शन. क्लियर हो गया? आई थिंक वन इज जनरल इलेक्शन, अनदर वन इज बाय इलेक्शन. थर्ड टाइप ऑफ इलेक्शन इज मिड टर्म. मिड टर्म इलेक्शंस यानी कि बीच में होने वाले इलेक्शंस. अब ये बीच में होने वाले इलेक्शंस कौन से इलेक्शंस है? सी समटाइम्स इफ the government fails to complete the time period of 5 years, if the government fails to complete the time period of 5 years and in between these 5 years if they loses the majority, if they loses the majority in parliament or in Vidhan Sabha यानी कि अब अगर वो अपनी मेजोरिटी नहीं प्रूव कर पाते हैं देन द गवर्नमेंट इज़ एक्चुअली कोलैप्स्ड यानी कि सरकार गिर जाती है. एंड द न्यू फ्रेश इलेक्शंस वर कंडक्टेड. दीज टाइप ऑफ इलेक्शंस आर टर्म्ड एज मिड टर्म इलेक्शन. नाउ आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दीज थ्री टाइप ऑफ इलेक्शंस? जनरल इलेक्शंस, the government which is formed after 5 years, है ना. by election is actually the election which actually fulfill the seat, one seat or it could be sometimes 2 seats which are vacant due to death or resignation. Third type of elections, midterm election, when the government fails to complete the tenure of 5 years and it loses the majority in parliament or in Vidhan Sabha, again the fresh elections are conducted. They are known as mid-term election. That's all for today.